Alright, let's talk about something you've probably seen or maybe even been a part of. School relationships. People that are in relationships in school. People that go to school and are in relationships at the same time. You get the point. What do you think of them? Can they last or are they a waste of time? What are the types of relationships like these? Is anything real? Does anything exist? Does this lake exist? If I don't jump in, how do I really know? By the end of this video, your opinion on these will probably change. Let's start uncovering this because for this video, I'm becoming a dating coach. Let's first talk about all the types of relationships because yes, these are not the same always. And I'll be rating every type with a lastometer from which I will rank them from how much of a chance they have of actually working out as a relationship. First up, we have the quote-unquote perfect couple. You know, these two, they're in the halls always smiling, laughing, etc. and somehow never argue, at least not in public. We don't know much about their love life behind closed doors though. For all we know, they're either the real deal or just really good at faking it for clout and status, which is a trend these types will be following. Unknown out of 10, it really depends on several factors. For the second one, we have the toxic on and off couple. These two break up every single day. One day they're the perfect couple and the next day they're never speaking again, but that never speaking again means they're not speaking until 2 a.m. when they somehow get together again. They're gossiping about their relationship everywhere though. For example, the girl might go to her friends and be like, he did this or he did that, and the boy did the same. Everyone's tired. Please stop. 3 out of 10? I mean, maybe, I guess not really. The secret couple. You won't even know they're together. As a matter of fact, you'll doubt every rumor you hear about them being together because it seems so out of place. They never talk in public. The only real hint you have of them actually being together is they follow each other on social media. That's it. And honestly, I would understand why you would keep that secret. These guys get a 6 out of 10 on the lastometer. This is just because they don't involve other people in their relationship and are probably intelligent enough to resolve their problems on their own without like validation from other people. I'll explain that later. Now we have the literal fake couple. These are the worst. There have been so many of these in my school personally. Funny thing is, these ones are usually prevalent in middle school because of how stupid they are. So how these ones go is the girl is popular, the boy is popular, rumors spread about how they're together, and then they get together. Funny thing is, they don't even behave like they're in a relationship. Oh no. They did this whole relationship thing just for clout and nothing else. Everyone kind of knows they're quote-unquote together, but they barely even talk. The whole thing was a publicity stunt. Stop. I'm getting irritated. Happy because they did something which made them happy, even though it may not fit our standards for what a relationship is. But at the end of the day, it's kids having fun. I rate them a 0 out of 10. I hate them. The literal actual non-existing quote-unquote couple. This is the guy who claims he has a girlfriend which doesn't go to his school. She doesn't go to our school, bro. Yeah, sure she doesn't. What's her name? We all know she doesn't actually exist. That's it pretty much. I rate this guy a 10 out of 10 on the lastometer because he always has a loving girlfriend and a loving relationship behind closed doors. He has found the love of his life. It's just that she lives far away. And by far away, I mean in his head because she doesn't exist. Negative 10 out of 10. Now we have the long distance couple. The long distance couple. They brag about their long distance relationship in school. They act like it's the love of their lives, and honestly I highly, the highest of the highest doubt that. They always break up, but you'll never know until months later. That's it. I don't like it. 2 out of 10. I've never seen why people get in a long distance relationship, especially if they never meet each other. If they knew each other but they moved for the time being, then maybe yes, but otherwise absolutely not. Now we have the drama couple. This is the couple who always argues though never breaks up. Everyone knows every bit about their conflicts, but let's be honest, these conflicts wouldn't even exist if these two didn't have an insatiable thirst for clout and attention. They will say things like, he did this to me in front of the entire school, but the other will defend themselves. It's just chaos and not a real relationship. 0 out of 10. Let's talk about one of the rarest but most intense school relationships. We have the actual like teen parents. this is pretty serious. While most school couples are stressing over what to get each other for their anniversary, these two are dealing with something way bigger, raising a whole human while still in school. Bro, I can't imagine that. This isn't some cute high school sweetheart, bro. This is adulthood. They're balancing school, job, sleepless nights with a baby, a whole other human. While their friends are planning parties, they're budgeting for diapers. Advice to them: learn to be more responsible, I guess. I mean, respect for having to handle all of this, but at the other hand, you did this to yourself. You're the ones who couldn't control their urges. What else am I supposed to say? Is that offensive? Am I gonna get like demonetized now? Yeah, these ones do get a high rating on the lastometer, though it's just not for good reason. 9 out of 10. Now there's a whole lot of other ones, so here are some honorable mentions. First, the people who get together because they studied together. Second, the people who have a relationship outside of school actually. So yes, she does go to a different school. Third, the people who are only together in school and nowhere else. 4, the guys who have been together for 1 week and act like they're set up for the rest of their life. As you could see, most of these relationships follow a trend. They don't last. They're not serious. Most of them are caused by things like peer pressure. Kids feel like they should get in a relationship because their friends are getting into them, and because they feel like they'll be more popular and respected if they do. I mean, half of these are theirs from friends. That's sad, and let's be honest, most school relationships are just for fun. And that's fine, I guess. I mean, it's just in school. But a lot of people act like they're in some serious lifelong commitment, while the other one doesn't want to be in that, and then they get surprised when it falls apart. Also, people are immature at this time. They don't know nothing. They only know that they want to be more popular and cool and respected, as I say. And yes, the relationship will bring them that. The truth is, it's very hard to make something like this work. But for the 100% who are dating in school for fun, here's what you gotta do, coming from me. Now, keeping a relationship could be written into thousands and thousands of pages, but summed up, it goes like this. If you're mad, say you're mad. If something's bothering you, talk about it. The whole guess what's wrong game is childish, which I guess it's expected for this age, but still, don't let your relationship destroy your life. School, friends, hobbies, they still matter. Your girl won't break up with you just because you went out with your friends, bro. I know it sounds obvious, but some people date just to say they're dating. Like, bro, do you even like them, or do you just feel like the idea of having a girlfriend or boyfriend is appealing to you? It shouldn't feel like a full-time job, and if it does, it's probably because y'all have some conflicts you haven't resolved or feelings you haven't expressed. So work on that. Work on understanding each other, adapt to one another. If you really love this person, don't leave them because they don't like this band and you do, for example, but rather adapt to one another and you will see how the relationship flows. Just don't stress it. That's the like killer formula. I mean, I had my girlfriend and I'm still in school, so we've been through so much together. I'm pretty damn confident it will last. I mean, we fixed so much stuff together, adapted to one another in so many ways, expressed so many feelings, also fixed a whole bunch of other bull I don't want to talk about on YouTube, but it's pretty damn serious. And I really do think I don't need to enjoy my youth and stuff, because really this is how I'm enjoying my youth. Now, I'm not saying it's perfect, because we all have our downsides sometimes, but that's just humans. But instead of arguing, we work together and fixing that and understanding each other. Today, school relationships can be fun, messy, or pointless. Some will last, some won't, and that's just how it is. But hey, if yours does work out, and good for you, man. Just don't be that couple making out in the middle of the hallway. We don't need to see that. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, because I am forcing you. Also, if you want to support me, get my membership.